Okay everybody, so a Yamaha, she needs new strings. Really nice guitar, black, with the cutaway, with the Yamaha electronics, a Yamaha FX335C. I'm pretty sure the C stands for a cutaway. This guitar came in used, and she definitely needs new strings on it. Thank you. Okay, look at that. So we just got a free donut from my buddy Neil. There's a donut shop right across the street. This one kind of looks like a turd, but it is delicious. But I'm going to set that set that aside and get back to this Yamaha. This guitar needs new strings on it. And I've showed you guys this before. I just take my wire cutters and I very delicately grab hold of these pins, and you don't squeeze them, but this is way better than the other things that I've used. Now I have this little blue thing right here, and I mean, it works on some guitars better than others, but it worked fine right there. But I use my wire cutters a lot of time for that. I've got my fret guard, and I've got some 1000 grit sandpaper, and I'm just very lightly hitting these frets. You even got to shine up these frets way up here where nobody plays. Okay. The fret ends feel really nice on this. This is a quality guitar right here. Let's put some Music Nomad F1 oil. This is what I use on the fretboards. Couple of drops. It's thick. It kind of goes a long way. Let me grab a paper towel. Well, here I got a napkin, and I'm just going to smear this in. And because we have a rosewood bridge tailpiece here, because we have a rosewood bridge, I can even put a couple of drops of this F1 oil on the bridge. She looks pretty that way. There we go. Okay, so our truss rod adjustment is in the sound hole here. So I'm going to put this wrench in here, and I'm just going to snug this truss rod a little bit. Oh yeah, it was really loose. I'm going to give it a little tiny bit more. There we go. And that will help to keep our string height down a little bit. And the neck looks nice and straight by just eyeballing the neck. So it's time for strings on this thing. Let's string it up. Today's string Alright guys, today's string choice is Ernie Ball light gauge phosphor bronze alloy 11 through 52 earthwood strings. It's got a birth date of 2004, manufactured right here in California, Ernie Ball, Coachella, California. Not the only thing that's come out of Coachella, but probably one of the best things. If you see some of the artists that plays Coachella nowadays, I'm going to say Ernie Ball strings are better than anything else that's coming out of Coachella right now. That festival they have, I mean, that thing sucks. Alright, so here's our low string, and again it is a 52 gauge. Gotta tighten up these tuners. Snug them down tight. There we go. Okay. Oh, this thing's going to play good. Snugging that truss rod down. I think I have it adjusted just perfectly. And I think I picked the right gauge of strings. In my opinion, I prefer light strings. Some guys prefer the heavier gauge. I think if you're really aggressive on your acoustic and you really strike the strings hard, a heavier gauge is a good idea. They ring out and they're louder if you have a heavier gauge and you really play loud. These are a little bit more of a delicate string and a little tiny bit quieter, but I think they're a little bit easier under your fingers. And you know, usually guys on acoustics aren't doing string bends, so that's normally why acoustic guitars, guys use a heavier gauge, because they're not trying to do a bunch of string bends and stuff, and they just want it to feel stable. So, but I kind of prefer the acoustic stuff on the lighter side. But you know, I'm trying to flip these guitars. I'm trying to sell this stuff, so it's not always a good idea to use the strings that I prefer. But You know, I have to make the acoustic feel very easy to play when the average customer comes in here. I need them to feel, you know, pretty normal. Okay, there it is, guys. Plays beautifully. I'm not much of a player, but this guitar plays beautifully, so